Okay, testing, 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 testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing. 1 2 1 2. I don't know what the fuck is going on with GeForce. Okay, waiting for people. 1 2 1 2. Okay, yeah, good to see you, Signal. I don't know what's going on with this goddamn the GeForce keeps breaking. Yes, we're back again. Glad to have you here again. Sorry about this. This is beyond my control. I really don't know why it's not why it keeps you know, just breaking. There you go. Alrighty, guys. All clear. The sound is clear. Everything fine. Take 3. Yes, this is take 3 again. So, can you guys hear me clearly? It's all good? Alright. So, let's get into it. Let's continue. Let's continue. This is bad. This is really bad. I don't like when this is keep breaking over and over again. There you go. I was wondering, you know, as much as the Streets of Rage 4 is a really good game, it's very hard to place it together with the other 3 games. Don't you think this? Don't you think that? Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Okay, I guess, yeah, we are ready. Alright, so the thing I was saying is, so I was mentioning that while Streets of Rage 4 is still a good game, it's very hard to place it together with the other 3 games. Don't you guys think? I mean, I really like Streets of Rage 4. I mean, it's okay. It's an okay beat 'em up. But I guess I never felt the same vibe as in playing, I don't know, Remake or fuck you. Guess this is gonna be annoying. I mean, all the guys are block whores, so they're gonna be blocking. And grabbing me. I fucking hate the hyper armor. For me, that was the worst. Was the worst setting. But I guess, you know what, I don't know, but as in general opinion, most people liked, prefer Streets of Rage 2 over any other one. But for me, gameplay-wise, I believe the 3 is superior. I mean, either bare knuckle, Vega 3 or Streets of Rage 3. I mean, in general, gameplay-wise, I believe they are. I mean, for me, the game matured a lot better. As much I believe Streets of Rage 2 on his time was a great game, I don't believe it did age well. I still believe the game is too slow, maybe too linear in some ways. In the structure and in the structure and style, I still believe Streets of Rage 3 and Bare Knuckle 3 are my favorite. The game is dynamic. They can run. They can do things. Multiple endings. Multiple. Like secrets. The game was definitely a lot more polished than Streets of Rage 2. I guess the stigma comes that when they made a port for Streets of Rage 3 and they made all this overpowered things, it really put down a lot of people. Many people didn't want to play Streets of Rage 3, but I still believe gameplay-wise it's the best one. Fuck me! Without question, it has the highest potential. I mean, once again, I still like Streets of Rage 2, but if you ask me, it's pretty overrated. I mean, especially the way that they say it's a lot better than 2. No, it's not. It's not. Because, I mean, what I liked by the time when Streets of Rage 3 was out, many beat 'em ups were already having, running, blitz attacks, a lot of stuff, like Capcom started to go a bit beyond the Final Fight thing, right? I mean, you had Captain Commando, you had Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, you had also Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, I guess, by far is one of the best beat 'em ups ever done. And when Sega released Streets of Rage 3, I believe gameplay was pretty good, was pretty solid. But still, a lot of people still prefer. A lot of people still prefer Streets of Rage. There you go, Marta's player hit. Now there's the other Marta. So it's Marta and Marta. Marta cosplay and Marta real. Fun fact, her name is a tribute from a punk band from the 80s. The Revenge of Marta Splatterhead, which is basically a zombie girl. It's the name of an album of a punk band. It's called The Revenge of Marta Splatterhead, which is basically a zombie. Sorry, I'm not going to let it go. I guess the point, and perhaps a lot of the people still didn't get to love Streets of Rage 3 was, I believe it was too ahead of its time. Motherfucker. It was too ahead of its time. And you might not agree with me, but it was. I mean, music-wise, gameplay-wise, perhaps the only thing was that the mania was pretty much ridiculous. It wasn't harder. It was just a time killer. Yeah, I think so, Herbie. If the Streets of Rage in general would have been longer, I mean, it would be taking more time to develop, I'm positive it would be even a better game. Perhaps it wouldn't even reach the level of it would have reached the level of Streets of Rage Remake. The thing about it, about the music in Streets of Rage 3 was very experimental. The music was extremely experimental. Especially Motohiro Kawashima was making a lot of experiments in the sound. And it's a hit and miss. I mean, many people like it, many people don't. There were some stuff that were crap, right? But in general, some stuff was pretty awesome. Actually, any player and most players, when they play Streets of Rage 3, I mean, they would do speed runs or just a run. They usually go for hard, because very hard on Mania. It's not that they are hard. The problem with that is the life bars are endless, so it's a huge waste of time. That's the problem. That's mostly the problem of the harder difficulties. It's not that the game is harder. I mean, it's not it's not a remake level. For example, here you play Mania, you can see why it's hard. I mean, it's enemies surrounding you, getting back when they get back when you do a special. They do group attacks. I mean, they can be aggressive. I mean, and they move extremely faster in Mania, but that doesn't feel in the Streets of Rage 3. That's the thing. It's just almost the same kind of thing, but just with larger life bars. It's not that it's hard. It's just simply tedious, right? I mean, even Natty and I, we were working a lot on this when we were making the rebalancing, when we were making Streets of Rage Ultimate, the mod. We were wonking a lot, try to, lower a little bit the curve and don't make it as awesome. But we wanted still to keep the spirit of both games in one single one. That's where the life bar arrangements start to match the April Fool's life values, pretty much. Yeah, that sums it up. Alrighty. Well, yeah, but this is what I think. I mean, if you play Streets of Rage 3, if you're a casual player, I guess normal is good enough. Normal is really good stuff. I personally, as I said, I don't play beyond hard myself. I find it really, like very hard. I mean, more tedious because it's too long. Like damaging, yes, they had damage, but at the same time, the life bars were just simply ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. So, next mod I want to be playing is Batman. I want to play Batman. Streets of Gotham. I want to play Batman. I gotta be locking up a little bit because I need to change the data folder. I don't know if you guys seen this mod, Batman's. It's a beautiful mod. I guess you guys are gonna love it. I mean, if you have seen it, you know it's a great mod. If you haven't, you are missing, because as I said, it's a great mod. It is a great mod. Give me one little moment. Let me put some background music. I will put something nice. While I do this, let's put some background music. I'm still around, guys, by the way, so don't panic. Super Double Dragon fans here? Oh, Natsy's leaving us. Okay, we almost ready, guys. Next one will be Streets of Gotham. Alright, so let's start. Alright, take it easy. Hey Sylvain, welcome to the stream. We are going to play right now another Trbute one, which is the Streets of Gotham, aka Batman Returns. Okay, can I hear a holla to the Streets of Gotham? Let's start the gig. How many mods do I have? I had a lot. I had almost all the mods ever done. But well, of course I without all the ones who are garbage. But then my hard drive died, so now just been recovering a few ones. So I don't have as many as before, but a lot of them are already up to download. So there you go, holla. Let's get into it. This is a beautiful. And also the music on this game was amazing. I really cannot believe that the composers really got the Mr. Elfman's style from the movie. Even the live bars. So yeah, this was this mod is a really masterpiece. What are my thoughts of Syndicate Chaos? You don't want me to go there, really. I am not on the best terms of this guy, the Black Blade or whatever his name is. I am not in the best terms. He stole one of the stages I made once, and we got in a very heated. I mean, he didn't even credit me or the mod he take it from. So yeah, let's say the stuff he does. First of all, I don't like the stuff he does. The quality is subpar, if you ask me. Number one. Number two, I didn't like the fact that first he was stealing one stage from another mod without even mentioning it or making any reference. And number three, he was extremely rude. I mean, the guy, instead of taking it being a bit more humble about that. The guy was self-leashing on me, so definitely I'm not in the good terms with this guy. And I played the mods. I actually still have one of them. I still believe they're garbage. Yes, I am that bold. By the way, remember that in Batman you can do breakables. You can break the background. We can. So yeah, sorry if I sound a little bit, you know, I don't like to talk shit about people. I don't really like to talk shit about people, but yeah, this guy really pissed me off, and no, I am not in good terms with him or his work. In general, I always try to get along pretty well with most of the developers of the remake, I mean, who does or maker. But yeah, this guy basically fucked up all the things that I think are nice. I mean, if you're gonna be using the work of someone else, at least give credit. Number one. I mean, you just don't put it in your mod without mentioning or to even say anything, right? I mean, and especially claiming that you made it. Number two, when I call him out about that, I mean, he went ballistic. And also, I am not the kind of person who speaks, you know, I'm not a nice person. I know I am not a nice guy. I mean, if somebody really pisses me off, I can be a real jerk. So yeah, so that's why this guy for me is still definitely. I mean, every time I see one of his mods, I just avoid it because, well, you know, that's simply not cool. By the way, do you see this guy? Why he's not moving? Because he is a wall. At least I love how he tried to keep the same spirit, you know, as him be you know, in a single plane, and you know the guys have you very little health. Actually, the settings they recommend for this one is to have unlimited bullets, so it looks like the Batarang. But well, you know, I didn't set it up, so. Okay, let's check out the comments. Yep. I mean, yeah, pretty much I like to keep it cool. I like to be nice and stuff. Actually, can be pretty friendly. But if somebody messes with me, you know what? Fuck that. That's the end of the game. And a lot of people underestimate that. So nah, I prefer not to be on anyone's bad side. I like to be on good terms. Especially that's what. In the community, I always try to offer my hand. You know, if they need something, they need new designs, if they need some new ideas, I always offer my help. I mean, you can ask all these guys here who have seen my work, and they see that actually I always try to cooperate. And in some ways, I guess that's why I'm almost in all the credits in almost every mod ever done. Not because I want to have credit or that, but I don't mind helping. But why you have to come steal my work or someone else's without credit, take it out on yourself, and then when you get called out for that, I mean, you will start to get crazy, right? So I mean, it's like, well, you know what? Don't steal the stage. Do you want a new stage for your mod? I can make you a good stage. Tell me what you want. Tell each and every guy I've worked with. It's like, okay, you know what? Yes, I want to use one of these stages, and I say, you know what? Let's make something cooler. And then we work in a new stage with something new cool, and then it looks unique. It doesn't look like you just took shit from me. You know what I mean? So this is what I said. Well, I just like it. I mean, I've been doing this for 13 years, and I just like it. I like designing. I like beat 'em ups. I guess I'm definitely a better designer than a player. That's for sure. All right, so let's keep going. By the way, now that we are mentioning help, I remember when Augmented Optics made this mod, he got stuck. He was getting stuck because he got an idea, I didn't know what to do. So this mod actually was in development hell for about 3 or 4 years, and he just sent me the first demo when it was out. I mean, when he was making it, but it was halfway. So I was like, hey, do you need some help? So let's say, okay, how can we recreate the Batmobile scene? Yeah, because, well, you know, in the original game, it's like an outrun game. You know, like it's for the first plane car, and he just hit the wall and just left it there. So like, why don't you make it sideways? You will see in the final stuff, and in the end, he just finished the work, and well, you know, he's amazing. Augmented Optics is a really great. It's a fantastic modder. I mean, for me, this one, Final Rage and Turtles, the Turtles in Time, well, Rage in Time, are also fantastic tribute modes. Well, if you want some stuff, check out the forums. Most of the people in the forums have the links of any mod you want to play. By the way, this stage also has breakables. I mean, the background breakable stuff. The music is amazing in this game. You really would think that these were tracks that they appeared in the movie, because the style it's just there. And despite being a super nice music, you see this bench? Yeah, it breaks. Getting quiet, people? Getting quiet. Are you still there? Say hello, say hello, say holla. You know, the most confusing part on this mod is like you see the people, the crowd just running. Sometimes you don't know if behind them it comes another guys, or I mean, or you know, like this one. You know, like it comes with the other one, so it's just very confusing. You know, you just see the sprites coming up on the screen. You don't know if it's bystanders. So this area is confusing. That's what I like it, because you don't know when enemies are coming up or just, you know, crowd, just bystanders. So basically there's too much going on the screen, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so now that we are talking, which other Trbute mods do you actually like? Which other Trbute mods do you really enjoy? There you go. Take it easy, E-Signal. We're seeing you. I like this guy. Fuck you. The Maximum Carnage was good. Maybe just some parts that were really a little bit crazy. Yeah, Maximum Carnage was a really nice one too. It was a really well made one. Yeah, Maximum Carnage was a great mod. At least I had fun with it. Let's see. Adam's Story. You know what? I cannot say it's a Trbute mod. Adam's Story is a side story basically. That's what when we're making this one, it was just a side story, and we wanted to keep it with some new twists. I mean, we wanted to keep what was the sidelines with Adam and Max, right? I'm making a plot with, I mean, checking out all the plotting behind all the scenes, and what happens in the end. Part of the canon that we had in Adam's Story is many of the things that you will see in Hunter, for example, or in Night Sweeper. So yeah, I cannot say this is a Trbute mod. It's more like a side story. Path of the Shadow Dancer. Oh, that was a sexy one. That's a sexy mod. That's a sexy mod, which is not a direct, which is not really a direct, tribute. I mean, it's, I mean, because it involves most of the other games from Shinobi. It's just, I mean, like having just, it's like a compilation of what are the best, I mean, the best stuff of those games. And yeah, The Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3 and Shadow Dancer. Sword looks better on my side because I can do this and this. Come on. This is what I love from this mod. I mean, in this one there's a lot of swords, and with Rudra, or well, Catwoman, because she's Catwoman, right? I can do the stab, and the stab is without a question one of the best moves ever, because you simply just can cut them all the way. It's a huge damage, and there's more. There you go. Stabby, 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 stabby. There you go. Stabby, 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 stabby. Huge damage, huge priority. it's a great move. It's a great move without a question. This is why I like this one, because I still can. I mean, of course, it depletes a lot of the sword's health, but if some people plays Streets of Rage 2 style of weapons, yeah, you're good. You're good. You can do whatever you want, because I mean, unless you get grabbed. If you do that, then bye-bye sword. Oswald Cobblepot for mayor. Also, her Blitz 3 is one of the ones who is not useless, because in general, most Blitz 3 attacks are useless, because they leave you quite open, or I mean, most of Blitz 3s in Streets of Rage Remake are crap, most of them. But Rudras and I believe Rudra and Zans are one of the best ones. They keep you safe, they have really good range, spammable. But there's one thing I like to do in with the Blitz 2. I like to do an infinite combo. Oh, and by the way, Rudra's Blitz is unblockable. Max 3-star move isn't that great. It's only great if you do it on a wall or with people who are out of the screen. In V 5.2, they actually is a lot better, because they don't cover too much range. So basically, it can hit you even if the enemy is mid range. I mean, if it's even like that. It's okay, but it's not as effective. I mean, you still can be open and you simply miss a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's the situation precisely. I mean, you know that I am a player. I am a max player myself. So yeah, definitely I know each and every stuff that makes max very powerhouse. Hey. Welcome back, Nettie. Blitz 2 is broken. At least in 5.1 is broken. Oh yeah, this area is broken as well for this shit. Because the fatsos come up, so the only way you have to do is die. Yay! I hate this part. Mostly for the fatsos. And this is something that I like to do. Yeah, this part of the mod is a little bit broken, because just these fuckers. You don't know when the fuck is coming up, and if you do, you don't have enough bar. Fuck you. And there, I mean, there, if you don't do a special, one way or the other, you're gonna be knocked down. So, yeah, this part is shit. There were a couple of technical issues that I still have with a remake. For example, look at this. I mean, you still can see the shadow in the background. I mean, like if it's the floor. Why? I mean, there should be a way that we can control the. We should control the shadow. Sometimes we do it with some layers, but yeah, it's a chore. It's a chore when you're doing this. When you're making mods, this is a chore. It's a problem. The shadow's always been a pain in the ass. As I mentioned in one of the other streams, whenever you find one of those explosive cans, grab them and throw them. It's the only way you can get points, and it's the only way they can have they can drop something. In some of the mods we were having is when we use those enemies, if you hit them, they never drop anything. So the only way you can get either points by throwing them or get the dropouts, like drops for food or points, is by throwing them. So yeah, just a little fun fact. Okay, Gatubila, Catwoman. I am the real Catwoman, bitch. By the way, that one, the vertical kick, ruthless vertical kick, is one of the best ones in game. This one can cover pretty much. It covers you on the front, covers you on the back, has huge range and huge damage. Huge damage for a kick like that is extremely great. It has a very, very good damage. For you know what? Fuck you. Yeah, this kick is amazing. Okay. Cookie, who can tell me where's that kick coming from? You don't know where this kick was inspired from? I know, Catwoman, and it was so freaking hard on this one. I mean, in the original Batman, it was. So, this kick, is based on a kick that some certain beat 'em up character does it. Which one is it? Let's see. Let's see if you can get the reference. It's from Hannah from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Hannah does that kick. Motherfucking fatsos! I hate when they're just dropping. Jump, 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 jump. Jesus Christ, they barely can freaking get out. So why they can jump it? It's like a freaking pulga. Okay, sword time. You know what's gonna happen. Stabby, stabby. And slicing mooks in half. Yay! It's fun. It's fun, isn't it? There you go. Who also thinks Galvanize is an ugly design? I still believe Galvanize and Ninjas are really awful designs, as in really bad. I do like their gameplay style because I mean, like, it could be good, especially well, Galvanize is okay. I mean, it's a grab, like he grabs you and hits you, and all the kind of, and he could do that charge move. But design-wise, they are awful. And Ninja the same, are really annoying. But when we were making the new stuff, yeah, they look a lot better. I told you I'm the real Catwoman, bitches. Come here and burn. You know what? Actually, when I was thinking, you know, when we are trying to redesign some new characters, I think Galvez, his motions could be working good for a kind of burly, you know, like typical big burly guys, you know, more muscle, because he does what they usually mean. I mean, he grabs you and hits you, and pounds you. He also has a charge punch, you know, and he doesn't have jabs. Every punch he does, he knocks you down. So I think Galvez, giving them a new skin, he could be. You can make a more like a brownie guy, with a better range, with a lot of range. I guess could be a better character. Okay, fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Jesus Christ, I hate when you fucking grab me. But there's a beautiful thing about when you're playing in 2D. The fucker is... I mean, I can just get him. Yeah, right? He looks like he's on life support. He doesn't look at all like the blonde Jet from Streets of Rage 2. He looks more cool though. I like when he's whole bald with all this shit going on. Okay, so remember what I told you guys that when the game was in development, Augmented Attics didn't know how we're gonna be doing. So this is what we're gonna be, and this is here's when the mod stopped. So like, okay, let's try to make it, you know, halfway. I mean, sideways, and it looks really nice. And we're gonna have bikers coming, bothering us. This is why I use Rudra. Oops. Yeah, Rocket looks more like Jet. Fuck me. He does look like he's in life support. Alright, so we are now inside the campaign van. vent. I should remember in the original game, you'll have to shoot it with in the Batmobile. Well, we just can. These are the bosses here. So these are the campaigner. Basically, fuck you. And we got the cool Cody, because the original Cody looks also like crap. So this remake of Cody, precisely made by Natty Cat, looks a lot better. Yeah, cool Cody. Ah, couldn't do that. That's the infinite combo. It's a little tricky to do. It has to be on there. And then you just can do jab jab cross, do the blitz 2, blah blah cross, and see. Excuse me. Are you guys having fun? Are you enjoying the transmission? There we go. I remember when I was a kid. I was like 13, 14-year-old when Batman Returns came out. The movie was off the hook. I really liked. I mean, I was always a big fan of Batman. And especially the first Tim Burton with the Joker was amazing. But there weren't really any good games. I mean, most of the games that they were released were very weird, or platformers, or something like this for Batman, right? But when they made this beat 'em up, especially since I was always a beat 'em up fan, I mean, since the days of Final Fight and stuff, I thought, my God, this game is fantastic. It's fantastic as it is. And yeah, I mean, what I like, they have a lot of good plots from the movie. I mean, of course, they have a lot of license and stuff, but in general, they try to keep the same spirit. I mean, they don't really stray away too much like many other games that appears other places or other enemies, and some stuff sometimes they don't even have to do nothing about the movie. But yeah, but Batman Returns in general, both the genre, both the games played, I mean the stages, the enemies, in general, I like that they were all based in the movie characters. Like most of the clowns, you will see that they are actually the design of the clown. The fat clown who dies, the sword guys. It was a really great game. It was definitely one of the best movie adaptation games. You found something early today on another game that legit took me months to find, so I was already getting it. So what was that about? Fuck me. That's the infinite. Stop jumping, fucking fats. Like if fat people really jump that high and that often. It's a grenade mod on Borderlands 3. Ah, I see. I played Borderlands 3 a couple of times. It was fun. I mean, it was my friend's house. We were playing multiplayer, so it was really nice. But like, not my type of game that I could be going buying it. But I still had a great time. I still had a really good time when I played with my friend. It was fun. But Borderlands was fun. But yeah, not really my thing to be, you know, to buy it myself and do a run or something like this, right? Look at that. Fuck you. I want the sword to do this. Fuck you. I hate when they do that. When they got stuck out of bounds, throwing. Where the fuck are you? Go fuck yourself, fucking clown. Okay, that's a you will fall there. Yeah, careful there. There you go. RoboSex. Well, the grinder. When I saw RoboX for the first time in Streets of Rage 3, I always thought it gonna be a very hard boss, but actually it's not so hard. And when they made the remake version as well, I thought it gonna be a lot harder, but no, he's not. I still like him. I still think he's one of the coolest ideas. RoboSex. There you go. Mifune grins even as he falls to break the scenery. Yes, he always grins. He will forever grin. Yeah. Oh god, I was remembering Adam's stories. I know it was in Hunter, in Cold Quest of Peace, when we used Mifune always grinning and not speaking. That was fun, Gosh, we had a lot of fun making Adam's story and Hunter. I mean, the memes were without a question the best shit we'd ever come up with. Ah, little penguins! Explosive penguins! Yeah. I had a blast when I was doing Cold Quest for Peace. I remember when I started developing that DLC, or call it that way, it was freaking cold in Guangzhou. I mean, in China, where I was living. As in cold. No snow, because it's in Central Asia, so it's still, I mean, But the thing about those, I mean, the cold in those areas is deep because it's humid cold, so it's very wet. So that kind of cold, it really gets you. It really gets you. So I remember when I was planning that, like, okay, you know what? Could be cool to make a winter mod. I mean, like a mod based on winter. And it took me, I mean, because I wanted to to make a lot of perfect things. Like, for example, I was so inspired by Yakuza 4. So the construction mode was taken precisely from one of the quests you do in Yakuza, which is going to Kamurocho Hills in construction. And I wanted to keep that same winter vibe, because actually even in Yakuza, when you're going out, the snows start to falling down. But I still wanted to take a lot of details, so basically making that mod took me 1 year. Stop fucking jumping! Yeah, that I put a lot of love on that one. I really love that DLC was without question one of my favorites. Also, I wanted to make it. I mean, I wanted to make it short, but not so short, but still with a lot of options. So this is when we make the two paths. I mean, the one in the conference room, and the one on the skate one, right? I mean, the rescue and the conference. We really wanted to do that, and what a best place to do the conference than in the civic area, the one we were used in Adam's story. So we expanded on the building, we make the conference center, and it was really nice. And it was even the entrance, but you just put a lot of snow there, so it was really cool. What is he laughing about? Love this. Love this out, wise guy. Fucking jumping beans. So yeah, the Cold Quest for Peace was without a question one of the best original mods I worked with. It was a beautiful mod. Actually, a lot of the stuff from that mod was inspired also by Batman. You know, like a lot of the visuals and the style were inspired by this game actually. Killing me. Fuck you. Shall forever green with Pune. But so do I green too. I will take a new one, thank you. Will I die? Will I die? That's a question. No, I did not die. Or at least not so easily. Yay! There you go. No, he didn't die. See, this is one of my favorite parts because I can just go stabby stabby. And they keep bringing swords. Hey! Okay, so it comes XX. Oh yeah, he's gonna be having the help of the jets, by the way. The jet team wins. Fuck you. Infinite! Infinite! Ah, fuck! I almost got him. I almost got him. I cannot do the infinite there. I need to catch him halfway through. Fuck you, Jet. I was about to do my friggin' infinite. Fuck you. Oh. Oh, I almost got him in another. I didn't die. Okay. Alright. GG, motherfuckers. GG. GG, motherfuckers. GG. Another finished game. Okay, so we just finished another Trbute game. Do you want to play? Do you want to follow me to play another, or shall we call it a night? Your call. I'm game. I can play another one if you want to. So, okay, people in the audience, wanna keep coming? I wanna see more mods, or shall we call it a night? Because of course I don't want to be just broadcasting only for myself, right? I'm game. I mean, as I said, I'm game, but I want to see if you guys want to keep playing. I can be watching. The theme, the theme is Trbute mods. So I mean, like, these are mods based on other arcade games. So for example, this is the Trbute of Batman Returns. We played the Combat Tribes. Maybe we can play Vendetta. What about my Vendetta? Maybe we can play Vendetta. Let's do one more round. Nah, going to bed at this time is only midnight. The night is young, so am I. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I know you have to go, Natty, but we will be around. Like, it seems that most people want to still keep us playing for a little bit, so let's go for some Vendetta. So let me set it down. Let me set it up. Good. Right. Let me set up the mod. So get my beautiful screen in the meanwhile while I set up the new mod, because you know I have to put the data. I have to put the fold, you know, the data folder, the palettes, because I want like to play the games as it's supposed to be. Let's keep listening some Super Double Dragon. By the way, have you guys been playing any of the new Return of Double Dragon open board mod? That mod is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful mods, open board mods I ever seen in my life. And well, you know what? If you haven't played it, take a good look at it, because that's how Super Double Dragon should have been. she's not leaving yet. So don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Let's play Vendetta, mother. Give me 1 little second. I'm still around. Okay. Right, so let's get into it. And let's play some Vendetta. It's a shame because I wanted to make a DLC for this one, but the thing about that is that all the progress that I was doing was lost when my laptop died. I had a lot of work done on this one, and it's I mean the DLC that I was planning for this one, it's gone. Yeah, that's why I even changed the title into Dead and City Stories, because I wanted to put like more unique stages, not only the tribute, but you know, put my own touch on it. But yeah, fortunately I couldn't get that one. Yeah, that sucked. One thing I liked from this one was the gritty style. It was the Crime Fighter series, from the first one and the second, they always have a very strong gritty style. Konami was a fantastic beat 'em up creator in that time. And this one was very gritty, very, you know, powerful. It was a great mod. Very great game. So I had to make a mod of it, of course. By the way, the characters, the enemies in the original, they have no names, only the bosses. So I have to make some names. Like these guys are just called Red, because, well, you know, they are red. Right? Well, so this is a fun fact. These guys, the mooks, the regular mooks, this is called a slacker. Because they look like, I mean, the original guys, they look like slackers. Like, just bums. I don't know if it makes sense to you that some enemy grabs you, and when you break, they let you go and they go back. It's like, oh, he's gonna break my grab, so I let him go and go back when he does and with his attack. Makes no fucking sense, but whatever. This is sometimes some of the AI shit of this game that it's really bullshit. Don't you agree? This is, for example, I call him Swinger because he's the one who has a bat. This is a spike because the original guy on the game has spikes and he's afraid of the cats. Sadly, he's not. Fuck. not funny. I'm feeling annoying. But why? I mean, look. I mean, it's like they are the most, the smartest fighters in the world. Jesus Christ. They have the AI of a proper MMA fighter. I mean, someone who knows how to dodge, how to weave. But these are just fucking straight punks. They're not MMA fighters. Fun fact, in the original Vendetta, you see these tires? Remember that you can grab them and throw them, right? In the original one, you can grab one of these ones and throw them when the boss is atop of the truck, and the boss will fall down. So you can beat him before the truck goes. However, if you kill him before the truck moves, that's a game breaker. It will be a soft lock and it's gone. The artificial intelligence is actually intelligent. I wouldn't go that way, but at least that was how programmed is like that. I mean, B already make this one. B made the AI like even normal moves will behave like MMA fighters. I always thought Samsa has a good air of Bulldog Rebalo. So that's why I use him to take his place. That would be funny to make him Samsa try to claw the floor and then just get stuck on the floor like Boss of Rebalo does. They're so dramatic when they die. That hurt me. She must be in the construction site of town. At the construction site, the humanic weapon, the missing link, awaits the arrival of the Cobra Gang. It's another deadly dead-end gang trap. More slackers. In the original game, there was the shotgun guys coming up. Well, there was a shotgun, but here we don't have a shotgun. Ow! That hurt. Mr. K. I put this Karate Man as Mr. K or Mr. Kung Fu because, well, I don't know. I didn't come up with any better name, so I just put a Mr. K. Now, more slackers. I put that one beat heads. In the original one are the ones who have the headphones, and actually they have a huge head. The enemies, the original Vendetta. B should really hit up with you and Dan for his updates to make sure that there was some good level rather than Turk slime. Slime balls rule, okay? But yeah, true. I mean, B never told me. He has my contact. I mean, he has still my email and all this kind of stuff. He will be able to reach me and tell me he was going to do V.2, right? I mean, especially we could have done something about the mods, because let's face it, the only way that Streets of Rage Remake has been relevant is because the mods. I mean, not so many people. I mean, I'm not saying the core game isn't bad, because it isn't. But the thing that it kept the game relevant for more than 12 years is due of the mods and the community. So I believe that you should at least let us know what there was a plan and probably get us my input, or see how can make make something that make all the mods completely compatible, right? Yeah, I could have done even some stages. Actually, the new stages for 5.2 are really nice. Some of the stuff are really nice. I like that they stopped using the resources from other games. It was really nice. I like the new touches and that. And I could have done with some stuff on my own, you know, that I do my trick. But well, you know, he just simply ignored and he just kept charcoal. And well, you know, I'm okay with Chris. I mean, I'm still in good terms with Chris, but yeah, the same. Nobody told me about anything. But hey, perhaps that's why V.5.2 got some more mixed reviews. That's the thing. I mean, let's face it. It was the reception of this one wasn't what I believe what they expected. They thought it was gonna be universal acclaim. But the truth is, like, a lot of the stuff is complete. You know, like they messed up a lot of stuff, and a lot of things make absolutely no sense. Like, why they needed to handicap the players considering that the AI is already messed up? When they made all this balanced thing, what's so balanced about it? It's a fucking beat 'em up. It's not a fighting game where you need to be, you know, competitive. It's a beat 'em up, and a very hard at it, by the way. It's a fucking beat 'em up. What's the need to be balanced, right? And for example, that's another thing. Natty made very good fixes for certain characters. Like some characters really, like for example, paletting, reach, a lot of reach, especially reach. Some characters were so weak in 5.2 on 5.1 that it needed better reach. They needed something like that. For example, Axel 1. Axel 1 is a great character, but it has no reach in the original version. Natty made a fix that it has extremely better reach, and it even cleaned up some sprites and whatnot. And well, it was ignored. And the idea, the first idea to make playable BKM Blaze was Natty's idea when we released Streets of Rage 1 for V5. And she was great. But why didn't use her version instead? But no, Chris has to make his own version because fuck you, right? Because so yeah, I mean, yeah, Axel 1 is an amazing. I mean, you can play really great on it, and it's the one that I still use it. I mean, most of my data folders, I put all the fixed characters. But still, this is one of the reasons I really cannot really enjoy 5.2. Fuck you. Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's a development. It's just One thing is for sure, never expect anything from anyone. I mean, would it have been nice in some ways? They could be, you know, like for example, when we made 5.1, he consulted me actually. A lot of the stuff, some of the fixes that you see that are possible now from 5.0 for 5.1 was due of my input. Like for example, the end credits for Hunter. We knew that we wanted to add something special to make proper endings, you know, in the mods. Just not have a fucking game over screen and that's it, because that's pretty underwhelming, right? Especially some hard mods or some of the stuff that are really cool. You just finish the game and you just get a fucking thank you screen. I mean, you leave that for one of those rushed games when they were rushed and they didn't have time to develop a proper ending. But this is the mod community when we want to do better presentation and we have all the time of the world to do shit, right? So he developed the new stuff that it was fantastic, like having making cutscenes from regular scenes. And then you see what we have been doing recently. The breakables. When we started to play with breakables, with the data folder, we have breakables in the stages. I mean, custom breakables. Not just typical containers to break, not right, but like stage breakables or something custom. And of course, they forgot Vega and Axel as well. You know what? I really don't care. I don't really mind too much about the credit. I mean, even if I was part of it, of 5.1, because we have to consider something. 5.1 was a pilot release. It wasn't meant to be released because, you know, the cease and desist from Sega. It was meant to be a proper update. It was meant to be like, oh my god, there was this build somewhere in the internet. We found, oh, there is a 5.1. So we found it right before the CND from Sega. That was the plan, and that was how we spin it, right? Because we don't want problems with Sega. That's how it is. Because, well, you know, Sega of Europe are real cunts. No, you know what? As I said, 5.2 is a great game. I mean, it's a good standalone stuff. I always consider 5.2 is really good if you want to play it, just the core game. The core game by itself is fantastic. Of course, you have no issues with the AI, which is already fucked up. I mean, you just need to tweak it to get the best way you want it. But for mods, I wouldn't. I definitely don't touch 5.2 unless I want just to play the core game. For mods, I stick with 5.1. I don't mind. I mean, as I said, I don't really care. I don't know what's the reason that they didn't. I don't know if they were thinking I was overzealous or gatekeeping, or I don't know. You know, because, well, I am a very passionate person. I mean, if I like something, I like to take a look at the details. Like, for example, a mod like this. It's all about the details. This stage, I wanted this stage, for example, to be perfect. This is one of my all-time favorite stages of any beat 'em up. This one. So when I had the chance to recreate it, I wanted to make it to be perfect. Breakables. These lamps, for example, these lamps that you see is precisely one of the ideas that Natty has for me. Because I was thinking, you know what, I really want to have the lamps falling down. So what can we do? So she came up with the idea like, why don't you use the X? And there you go. And you just can see that the lamps fall down and explode and it hits you. Yeah, but for example, I like this level of detail. I like to pay attention to all this kind of stuff. And perhaps that's the reason 5.1 was pretty solid, because we pay attention to details for the mods. What I really mind and what I really care was the mods, because once again, this is what makes the community working, the interactive. Fuck me. But then again, I don't know, and I still feel puzzled why I wasn't left out from the development of 5.2. We could have done a lot of stuff, and you know, I would have taken my time and see what could be my input, because I am one of the very few people who still plays this shit. I am one of the very few who still plays this shit. But hey, oh well. As again, I don't. One thing I have learned: don't expect anything from anyone. Just keep doing your things and do it with love. I do my mods with love. And fortunately, also made me have very great friends like you guys, like really good community people, like people that I really can be hanging out and chill and create new stuff. I'm good with that. If B and his flunkies don't want to acknowledge that, well, not a problem. It's not really a big deal. They already made the engine. They really make a really good engine with 5.1, and for me that's more than enough. Besides, as much as I love Remake, this is not the only thing that it shines on. I am working already on other stuff. So the details that I wanted to make for this area was like having the lights perfect, the animations, the music. This stage is simply fabulous. And I had the best time when I was finally have it ready. It was like, yes. Fuck, I didn't see this guy's still alive. It was a great stage, this one. I remember I had some of the resources, but some of them were missing. So Greylander Tiger helped me to get a lot of these stuff, especially the breakers. Also good time. This stage, the convenience shop, it's also one of my favorites, mostly for the breakables. The one thing I always loved to do in Vendetta was to break old shit up, and I still can do it. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Trust me, I always wanted to do that. I mean, recreate that. Having, breaking down shit. So this is why the same guy coming up and breaking the door just like in the original Vendetta. I guess the only way I could make this one even a better mod could be to actually use the Vendetta characters in there, but it could be a lot of work. If I already have too much on my plate with the Streets of Kamurocho and my other projects, this will take me forever if I try to make the characters. So I guess by now we'll leave it at that. Hey, Rain. So do I. So do I. I really love this mod too. You know what? There's a problem that I always had also with this. There's only a limit of 10 breakables. If we can have more than 10 breakables in a place, I guess we can do a lot more shit. For example, do you know the game 64th Street? That could be a fantastic, I mean, if we could have a chance to have more breakables, that could be great, you know, because we can make basically all the stage could be breakable, like in that game. That could be so cool. These guys are, I remember when, these are the flashers, you know, the guys who have a raincoat and they just come up and they open up and flash you with some Molotov cocktails. I love those characters. Actually, in Vendetta, these were one of the most original baddies I ever seen. Just someone comes up and then just open up his trench coat and flashes you with some bombs. That was really cool. I'm sure if they wanted to make it more adult oriented, maybe they would have I mean, the guy would be naked, like real naked behind the range coat. That could be fun. Come here, asshole. And it was hard. I remember that character, those enemies were like sub-boss level. They were really hard. Fuck me. Okay. Will I die? Most likely. Fun fact: the music of this game is composed by Michiru Yamane. Now, who is Michiru Yamane? She is the composer of the amazing soundtrack of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So yeah, that's why even this is like punk rock music or stuff like this. Yes, it's from the same woman who made one of the best soundtracks in the video game industry. And I believe you agree with that. Yeah, so the music of this one is by Michiru Yamane. For example, those guys are called Greenly because they are green. Don't get close to that door because this shit happens. This was a little hard to get because, well, you know, the Root brothers are, you know, one is a big muscle guy who always grabs you and hits you very hard. And then you have someone who's always jumping and hits you. I always consider Souther. Souther could be a really good choice for them, but Souther is too big. And I guess also like having that like brother and sister could look cool. So Big Root and Freddy as in with IE would fine. I mean, she still also jumps and kicks. So they're still pretty good team. Many people rush to the door, and I say, actually, I put it as a trap. We're like, nah, yeah, let's fuck them up because, I mean, I wanted that. I mean, the effect I wanted is, in the moment that you close, Barbon will go and break and he will rip his shirt, so he will look like he exploded. I mean, he exploded the door with his power. So yeah, that was the idea. That was some Dragon Ball stuff right there. Yeah, it was fun. There you go. Get lost. Yeah, right, it was fun. Cheers, guys. I know, right? Because we were the thing that we kept us with the mod is we were still very creative. We will still try to work with a lot of creative stuff, and we wanted to be more surrounded with people who are creative. So yeah, this is the same reason. I mean, I wanted to keep going because, well, you know, it's all about creativity. By the way, the Dobermans, I had to use this one. And in the original Crime Fighters 2, which is not the Vendetta, there were some dogs, but I mean, they were the aggressive Doberman, but there were also the horny Doberman. Now, when a horny Doberman gets you, he doesn't bite you. He fucks you. He dry humps you, and that that was fantastic. I don't know if you ever guys played the original Crime Fighters, but that was fantastic. Fucking horny dogs coming up and get into it. That was so fun. So for here, we just use some ruse. Unfortunately, I cannot make ruse to be horny. Wait, that could be fucking funny. This kind of fucking horny kangaroo coming up and grabs and dry humps you. I would be laughing my ass off if that shit happened. There was a very cool bug when the Hakus were doing the tech recovery in 5.0. If you hit them with something that burns, they will do the spin. But in the moment that they get knocked out, even if you knock them with a normal punch, they will catch fire. It was a really nice. That was a really nice bug in 5.0. There you go. This is a regular Doberman. That's horny dog. That would be fucking funny to have this in horny mode. He would just grab and hump you. Kangaroo song. these guys in the regional were supposed to be some scuba guys. The scuba guys were really dangerous because you knock them down and they will go to water, and then they will bring a spear and they will throw it at you, a homing spear at you. And also the design was cool. I like the idea that you have a scuba diver coming out and beat the shit out of you with a fishing spear. It was a good idea. Of course, I had to put the easy and the hard spearmen because Donnie 3 have the, when they're with a gun, with any pipe or bat, they are dangerous. They are not bullshit. They ain't having any of that. They use the fucking pipe to pipe you. So I have to use that for this guy. By the way, see? Ash and Ash. There you go. The happy sailors. You can find a way out of the paper bag. Too bad I couldn't add this to his voice. That could be looking cool. You can find a way out of a paper bag. Cruel Court in the original one was a really annoying asshole. He was a real jerk, especially when he starts spinning. Well, Big Bear is still a jerk, so it's good. Wow! See? This guy's a real jerk. Now, for example, I don't mind the AI like this for him. He's a fucking fighter, right? I mean, you need someone who can weave, who can do that. I mean, that's good. I mean, in a character like this, it's fine when AI can be like this. 101 is a boss. Number 2 is a professional fighter. So, jab, crossing, moving, getting out. I mean, that's what a professional fighter do. But when a fucking Galcia just jabs you, he goes, move out, and then jab. Just like, just ridiculous. So that's what I say, some of the stuff of the AI is stupid. Yeah, definitely. I like him. I like the way he moves. I mean, he's more strategic. On the same, as much as I hate Abadeli, he looks. I mean, I like the way he is. He's also a pro wrestler. So as a boss, fuck you. Horny dog. By the way, you see those signs? Yeah, it will fall on your head. Do you want that extra life? Losing another one. Whoa! These signs actually fall down on your head in the original Vendetta. So yeah, don't sleep on them. Like, these guys, they behave like fucking pro fighters. All of them. Like, especially these guys, the Vice and the block, like, all the time. I mean, like, for example, guys who are fighters, I mean, as in, you know, martial artists, people who are trained in stuff, like for example, this one, Hakus. Hakus are fighters, so these are good. And I like, for example, the strategies. Like this guy has four fighting styles. I mean, it can be evasive, can be aggressive, can be regular, which are still pretty good, or it can be just spacing out. You know, you just keep spacing. But I admit this because they are fucking martial artists. I mean, it's people who are trained to fight. But just regular mooks fighting like MMA fighters makes no ridiculous. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, for example, the kickboxers. They are also trained fighters, right? And they are tough, without question. It's one of the most. They are one of the most dangerous regular moves. Extremely dangerous, to the point that I can even use them as a sub bosses or as a bosses. But like, no training guys being that good makes no fucking sense. I doubt Galcia could be a trained fighter at all, or a biker, Rhino, for example. Bikers or vices, or those guys fight like fucking pro fighters. Motherfucker, you're not gonna kill me. No. Motherfuckers. Having a regular mob set into the AI to remove the wake up frames would be nice, right? Leave that shit to professional fighters. But all these guys are like, the evasiveness and stuff could be definitely toned down a lot, because they are just mooks. This stage also was one of my favorites. By the way, that trick that you just see, this is something that I found out in Hunter. When you have bikes coming up at you, you don't have to, I mean, especially if it's in a map, you don't have to just touch them. You just can piece the fuck out, right? Like, so what we did in Hunter, it was in Landau Island, is to make bikers with maximum health, like, you know, all the life with 9 lives, extremely difficult. But we put a strategic places where they could crash, and that was the idea. I mean, the idea was to find out that if they could simply, you know, make them crash, because they will just following you, and they are freaking dope to the eyeballs, as I put them. That was fun. That was a really nice discovery. Like, make some bikers completely crazy, but if you just be smart, you just can just cover yourself in one of the walls, and they will crash themselves, and you don't need to waste too much time in killing them, because they will just kill themselves. You only need to be careful with explosion, and that's it. See, I mean, these guys, for example, the way they move, it's fine. They're martial artists. See, I mean, they move, they find a way to, they give the space to counter. See, but they are fucking kung fu fighters. You expect that from someone who knows how to fight. Streets of Rage 4 Sword Maker project, another vaporwave, I'm sure. Let's keep working. This was a very straight power game, not too long, not too difficult. I mean, the original one. The more difficult part was the boss rush part, which of course makes it in Streets of Rage harder, because yeah, I remember in the original, when you open that door, a shitload of cats will come up and these two guys will be scared the crap out of them. That was super funny. I am not scared of cats, but I am extremely allergic, so I will be like, hell no. Yeah, I cannot be nearby cats myself. I am terribly allergic to cats. Fuck you. Whoa, that was cool. The two guys at the same time, side by side. What happened? The two guys side by side pull out the knife at the same time. That looked really cool. They would look like even like a choreography. Alright. So here comes the big boss. Whoa. Definitely Faust in this game. Really, I really like his style, because I mean he really got dressed like a post-punk thug. You know, like the huge hair, and he has his jacket with all his badges and insignias. You know, like all the any respectable punk rocker would do. Fuck me. Well, he was an asshole. He was definitely. But I still think his laugh is like Krusty the Clown. He's Krusty the Clown. Oh, I forgot to add the cool Codis on this mod. My bad. Yeah, he laughs like Krusty the Clown. He does. All this creepy laugh. Yeah, Faust laughs like Krusty the Clown. Fuck you. Uh-oh. I guess I'm done. Fuck me. I will not use a continue. I will prevail. To try to recreate this part in the game was, I mean, as a cutscene was a little difficult. Because they will think, oh, it's the ending. You are leaving this town alive. You ain't leaving this town alive. And here's the boss rush. Yeah, and you have to be fast. And you cannot jump because fuck me. Still, that move does a lot of damage. Okay, probably can do something. Sadly. Fuck. Okay. Good. Okay, this is a tough one. Because it's supposed to be Joe Oshugi with the Root Brothers. And Rudra is also not a cake in the wall. Yeah, so this is a tough fight. Most likely I won't make it, and maybe I will get a continue. Hope not. But I will do my part. Shit. They have huge range. I don't want to see how the fucking hitbox of Barbon's kick. And also the block rate of this guy is freaking monstrous. Yeah, I'm done. But I will not go without good fight. What will beat me? Make your bets. It will be Rudra. Yeah, it was Rudra. Fuck this shit. I'm getting a little bit on the tired side. Fuck that. As I said, I am a better player than I am a better designer than a player. See, this is what I hate of this shit. They block, and they block and they get you with that one frame kick. See? Motherfucker. Whoever says Barbon is an easy boss, you're a fucking idiot. Barbon is actually pretty annoying in the higher levels. He's extremely powerful because he just keeps blocking, keeps you on bay, and grabs you. His grabs don't do nothing, but at least they will disrupt you. Here, X will do more favor than anything because he can just kill anyone. Nice. Nice. See, this is what I said. The good thing is that he helps me more with the moves. Shit. You know what is what I don't like about the blocking issues in Remake is that for example, it's not like in a fighting game. In a fighting game, if you are winging to an attack, you cannot block, right? I mean, you are coming in here and you anticipate the hit, you beat him, right? The thing about Remake is that many enemies are going to hit you, you hit them, block, out of fucking nowhere. No, man. Imagine Bear with blocking. Fuck. No, that could be final boss level. So these are the original characters. If you never play Vendetta, you will say, like, these are all the people that were involved. There you go. The cast of original enemies. You will be surprised how many enemies are actually very close to these original designs. Bear is a really good enemy. Bear is definitely a very good enemy. And this is the DLC that probably will never see the light. I have to start over again. And that will be a lot of work to do. Well guys, so this is the third mod finished. And I personally think I'm gonna have a little break. Yeah, because 3 games in a row, start to mess up a little bit on my eyes, and I need to take a pee anyways. So anyways, I really appreciate GG, thank you guys for coming, and I will leave you with something.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So,
to each and every one of you who came and stayed for these 3 tribute mods, I really appreciate your help. Well, coming up here and having some fun with me, discussing a little bit about mods. So, thank you, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. If you want to play another game, let me know, and we can put other games besides any beat 'em up. Okay. So thank you guys, Natty, Headhunter, E-Signal, Herbie, Michael Jackson, all the people here. I appreciate it. I'll see you. Fuck this shit.